Remember, if you want to know who won the top play of Season 3, you can find out on all our social channels.
We're at NBA2K_2KTV. You'll find the weekly top play winner and so much more.
Until then, enjoy the game, send some top plays in, and we'll see you out there.
Coming up next, the Spurs taking on the Lakers. For the Spurs, an impressive 5-1 start to the year. They aim to stay hot tonight. Lakers, Spurs, and we'll be right back for tip-off. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. To 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. And for Los Angeles, LeBron plays the 3 with Vanderbilt at the 4. Dalton Connect out there. With Luka Doncic, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, down low. As the season reaches full speed, RJ, how do players approach the game differently, you think, if at all?
I say the approach stays the same, but you have more data and video to prepare with. So you have to take that knowledge on the court and hope that you play smarter every single night.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Mitchell against Doncic. From the arc, and that one's good. Mitchell for 3.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Vucevic with a steal, and they're pushing it up. Pass to Connect. Now Vanderbilt. Just 5 on the clock. And he buries his first look.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now Los Angeles with it. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It's a line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first free throw is good.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respect the players like that, the calm leadership type.
Here's Vanderbilt. The Spurs making their last shot. And here's Connect outside. Drains the triple.
A go-to shot for Connect. He takes pride in burying these long-range missiles.
The 3 from Mitchell hits the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 8 points. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. We We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. James passes to Vanderbilt. To the inside. And Doncic hammers it home.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
Doncic against Mitchell. Up and over Doncic. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number one reason why they're winning right now.
Shoots from the line. That one's wide left.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Mitchell misses. Lakers trail by 3. Here's James. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And it's the level of creativity that separates LeBron. It's second to none because he's such an incredible ball handler also.
Knocks it. Down from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over.
Time for T-shirts.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Larabia's checked in for James. Rose comes in for Connect. And it's Smith in for Doncic. San Antonio also making some changes. Henderson, he's checked in for Sohan. Johnson comes in for Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Kessel. Now here's Smith. 11 points for him last game against Dallas. Here's Vucevic. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
You got to be careful shooting around Wembanyama. He's already one of the best shot blockers in the league, if not the best.
Shot clock at 2.
2 minutes.
San Antonio leading by 4. From deep, Mitchell. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 19 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Arabia passes to Vucevic. 2 points. That one goes.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Mitchell. And he drops it in from the low post. 21 points in the game.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Smith against Mitchell. Smith, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And the shot's good.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Lakers. 9-point game. Tonight, their first look at the San Antonio squad this year.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
Smart's checked in for Los Angeles. And San Antonio also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. LeBron comes in for Larabia. Connect's checked in for Smart. And Doncic has subbed in for Rose. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Antonio. Sohan's checked in for Henderson. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. Castle's checked in for Hardaway. And Mitchell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
So on the floor for the Spurs. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really their whole team. But Shai, he's just special to watch.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area and posting their will down there whenever they want.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Mitchell. Now Smith. He's scoreless. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Nuggets was lights out. He contributed 62 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Good stuff, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lakers trail by 17. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by Castle.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Count that bucket. Mitchell's got 34 points.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Smith passes to James. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
Mitchell. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Spurs lead by 13. Here's Mitchell. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win and reach, don't expect him to let up.
Ingram's checked in for Vassell. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside connect. Smith outside. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by Castle.
2 minutes.
The Spurs have gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. Lakers trail by 15. Here's James. Good D. Better O from LeBron.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's Wembanyama. Vanderbilt with the block. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Smith. Back to Doncic. Over to the wing. 4-3. Smith no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Basket counts. Mitchell's got 38 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Timeout call, the Lakers.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity.
So it's San Antonio in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
give a big round of applause to your Laker Youth Dance Team.
Is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 13. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be the first leg of just a two-game trip for them. LeBron plays the 3 with Vanderbilt as the 4. Luka Doncic is out there with Dalton Connect. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half. Here's Doncic. Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. What matches that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. San Antonio with the ball. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. This James on the wing. There's the triple. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Yep, that one's good. Mitchell's got 42 in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Launches it. And it's Doncic missing.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Back to you.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Smith, he's checked in for the Lakers.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
It's James on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. And he's going for the lob.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. San Antonio shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Mitchell at the line for 1.
That free throw is good for Mitchell. Lakers trail by 20. James outside. Here's Vucevic. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Oh, stopped at the rim. Victor using his reach to shut that bad boy down.
Basket's good.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
All right, fans, who wants the T-shirt?
Rose has checked in for Vanderbilt. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
The Lakers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Vucevic And Vucevic slams it in.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebound, the Lakers. To the wing on the left. For three, Smith. Knocks down the long J. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Good! That's another bucket!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. It's stolen away. Rose against Castle. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Smith left side. The shot's good on the assist by James. Smith's got his third basket on the night right there.
Tough make by Smith inside. He had to work around their physicality.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And the Lakers making a change here. Laravia's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Henderson, he's checked in for Sohan. Hardaway comes in for Vassell. And Fox is subbed in for Castle. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Lakers trail by 19. Smith with it. He's got 7. Off target from three-point range.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
He is the story for them offensively, and a big reason why they're ahead.
And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 9 points now in the second half.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a minute after being held scoreless in the first half.
Here's Mitchell, and again it's San Antonio converting.
They're going old school out there now, working in the mid-range part of the floor.
James against Wembanyama, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Smart's checked in for Smith. Bryant, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Mitchell. Spurs lead by 21. On the wing, Bryant. He's covered by Laravia. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter here. And here's Bryant outside. Drops in the 3.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Here's Rose. Rebounded by Fox. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Count that one.
With the multi-skilled guard like Fox, you love seeing him spread the ball around.
Here's Smart. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. It's stolen by Smart. Misses the baby hook.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Johnson. The shot from the low post is good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's James. That shot off. And so the San Antonio Spurs firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's Henderson, and it's Ingram in at the three, the small forward. Johnson passes to Henderson, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. James with the ball. Fox picks him up. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for De'Aaron Fox.
Cornette. Castle.
On defense, San Antonio. Here's James. Goes back up. Blocked! And he's able to get it back. 5 to shoot. Fires the three. And Bryant pulls it down.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Castle. Good on the shot.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Here's James. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Johnson finds Ingram. Soft touch off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Smart against Johnson. Smart passes to Laravia. Inside. Stolen by Bryant. Back come the Spurs in transition. Banked it in off the glass. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Here's James. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And the layup is good off the glass. James has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're handling the contact so well. Bronny James using that solid build of his to finish strong inside. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
To the paint. Pass to Wembanyama. The three from Mitchell. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama.
3 points.
Wembanyama's got 5 assists tonight.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
For three, Smith. And Los Angeles, another three.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the chosen one.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
The Spurs making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. For three, Smith. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Mitchell driving in. Good. He hits again.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. No one covering.
Yeah, great idea there. He set Smith up and let him knock him down.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Mitchell. Just 3 to shoot. The 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Smith outside. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth.
Substitution.
The baseline J. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
We're back with some more 2K TV, and the trade deadline is approaching, and you know what that means? There's a lot happening around the NBA.
And I know my phone's going to be blowing up with news from the guy who seems to have his ear in every single front office. It's the one, the only, Shams.
I love a little Shams notification, you know what I'm saying? And in NBA 2K26, well, he's there too.
He made his debut last year in the game, and we caught up with him to see how it feels to be immortalized in 2K. Take a look.
We just broke the cover.
That's awesome.
We just broke the cover.
Who gave you that insight? No, I'm just kidding.
I can't give that up. But I don't know if 2K was happy or not, but I have to get the information. When I get the information, I got to do what I got to do with it, you know? So.
We love the hustle. Shams, welcome back to NBA 2K TV. Now, when we last spoke, you were about to.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And the starting group for the Spurs. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. And for the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Taking a look at Golden State. They're 2-1 in the group portion of the NBA Cup. A win tonight is vital to advance.
Yeah, it all comes down to tonight. They have to win. And remember, too, point differential is key as well. That could end up a factor.
And now, talking about how things are going for the Spurs, how about how they've played in the NBA Cup so far? Undefeated.
Yeah, they have that 3-0 record, and this is the final group stage game. If they can take this one on the road, they're flying into the knockout round. Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Curry outside. Good D by Mitchell. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. A nice shot by Sohan.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. The try by Mitchell. And the shot is good. Mitchell's got 8 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. To take a look at the Mavericks, they ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And San Antonio, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that number 1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
Now here's Curry. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Inside. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Wembanyama. 10 points for the chosen one.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan?
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Podziemski to stop the drought, and the layup is up and in.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Spurs leading by 14. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Kuminga. Curry wide open. No good with the triple.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Hits the three-point bomb. And that's now 22 points for the chosen one.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Different look here for the Warriors. Quentin Post is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Green comes in for Kuminga. Hachimura is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Moses Moody in for Curry. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Henderson's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. Hardaway's checked in for Stephon Castle. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Mitchell. Green with the block.
Aggression. That's how Draymond plays defense.
With some arc. Good for the basket. Starting off. The Warriors shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Sohan is out there with Henderson. And it's Fox. Then it's Ingram. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. Curry can't get it to go. Mitchell with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Here's Sohan. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 27 points.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Moody finds Butler. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, I think the kids would say Jimmy was in his bag, right?
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Lakers in L.A. Pass to Moody. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And finished off by Kuminga.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now, here's Mitchell. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
So,
Second
GA,
team
when you
foul.
think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Castles checked in for San Antonio. Now, here's Mitchell. He has 29. Shoots over Curry.
Mitchell.
Shots good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 31 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Driving in.
Mitchell.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Curry, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like. He did. Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Down low.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs. So, Stan, just for old time's sake, do you think the league should bring back the hand check? Do you miss it?
Well, look, Kevin, I think what the league's done.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
38, the Spurs.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Pajemski. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pass to Pajemski. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. And that one drops for him. Kuminga's got 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Yep, that one goes in there.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Pajemski on the wing. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Foul call.
is great to have a player like Butler who forces defenders into such tough positions.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
It's Curry outside, and the Warriors miss again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Pass to Butler. Here's Podziemski. Shot from the wing. Kuminga, no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Now Jackson Davis. Kuminga up top. Defended by Sohan. The jump hook, and it's blocked.
High-effort defensive play by Sohan. He can be very effective on that end of the floor.
Butler with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Out left to the wing. Pass to Podziemski. The kick outside to Butler. Clock at 4. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And again, San Antonio turns it over. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA. Yeah. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation. Some changes for Golden State. Quentin Post is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Hachimura comes in for Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Curry. And San Antonio also making a switch. Ingram's checked in.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game. But this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
And the Spurs making a change here. Fox is checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Here's Mitchell. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Mitchell's got 48.
In the mid-range, Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Timeout called the Warriors. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on.
Warriors trail by 21 on the court for San Antonio. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Mitchell is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the three.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad time. Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Got that one up quick. 55 points for the chosen one.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Wembanyama finds Mitchell. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama's got his 8th assist here tonight. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
And with so many teams, Stan, filling rosters. Spots with rookie contracts. The importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. And San Antonio also making a switch. Castle's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. It's good from long range.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Mitchell looking it over. Tries it from the top of the key, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter. Curry against Mitchell. A 3-ball, and another 3 for Golden State.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Took him no time at all on that one. 63 points for the chosen one.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And the shot goes in.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And the chosen one gets... the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Outside Kuminga, the tray. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Kuminga. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Good, he hits again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
That one goes in.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Spurs have gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. That one goes. Count it.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And the driving force behind multiple chips. Curry knows when and how to take over at the offensive end.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. San Antonio also making some changes. Ryan's checked in for Jamison. Ingram comes in for Devin Vassell. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Stephon Castle. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Shoots over Ingram. And another basket for Golden State.
The defense has no answer for him right now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Let's keep it going for you.
They're leading by 21. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. It's time now to present our player of the game, the chosen one.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And we'll see you next time